I connected Prismel with someone from Khamzat's team, and the guy said $700,000 to stream with Khamzat. I never laughed so hard in my life. It was insane.
$700K? Nigga, was he gonna teach the chat how to submit a nigga step by step? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that, nigga? Hell no!
Ross and his crew were stunned by the request, laughing it off and making sarcastic remarks like, "Who does this guy think he is?" They even compared the situation to Islam Makhachev, who, according to them, joined the stream without asking for anything in return. That's when tensions escalated. Chimaev fired back on social media with a blunt response. "What is this nonsense?"
What? Yeah, that's real. There's no way this is real, right? There's no way that's real, right? Great, now I got beef with Khamzat. It's literally the best. Literally about to be the fucking... Hey, oh my god, dude. You actually say this or not, dude? It's real? Yo! DM me, bro. It was a misunderstanding. Don't pre you guys saying folding. I'm being dead ass, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. This is the last person I want my ass. Oh my god, dude. Yeah! Oh my god! God, dude.
He made it obvious he wasn't pleased with the way Ross was speaking about him. The exchange has rapidly gained traction online, with fans split. Some think Ross is just chasing attention, while others believe Chimaev's team might genuinely be charging too much for his appearances. This controversy is unfolding just as Khamzat gears up for one of the most important fights in his career, a highly anticipated clash with Dricus du Plessis.
Is Khamzat going to be able to take me down? Absolutely. Absolutely he'll be able to take me down. This is how a fight works. I would hope so. Isn't he like some Swedish champion or something? I would hope he could take me down. But then he has to deal with me on the ground and he has to keep me there. Can I take Khamzat down? Absolutely. Am I going to take Khamzat down? Absolutely. I'm not scared of Khamzat wrestling. I'm not evading. I'm not trying to stay off the ground with Khamzat. That's the mistake everybody makes.
The King of Africa, DDP, taking on Khamzat Chimaev.
I don't know anymore, man. I used to think, you know what, DDP's got him. But Chimaev is truly on a different level. I'm leaning towards DDP. Chimaev is a round one guy.
If Chimaev cannot get him down,
he will.
I think DDP is going to do what he does best. He's going to be awkward.
It's going to be a my turn fight. I think DDP will start the first round with... This might sound like such a casual take. What do you think about DDP shooting on Chimaev? If you shoot at the same time, I'm going to head clash with you. Take fights on your terms. Yeah. If he gets the better of you, which he will, and if he takes you down, don't try and get back up. If you're going to end up on the ground, but you can decide. How does Chimaev work from full guard?
Why are you so intelligent?
Yeah, I think Khamzat is an incredible fighter, but you know, you're fighting in the top 5 of the UFC. Everybody's incredible fighters. You know, Khamzat is an absolute animal, absolutely. But I mean, you look at the Gilbert Burns fight, which you could have scored either way. You look at the Kamaru Usman fight, and you go, yeah, he did beat Robert Whittaker, but obviously his teeth broke back. It's unfortunate. He is really good. So deserving of a title shot 100% after that performance. And I had my own selfish reasons. I was more excited to fight a Khamzat. It's just an idea that I'm running by. John Jones is the only current American UFC champion, right?
Yep.
So now you have to ask your question. UFC is a massive American company.
Oh,
obviously.
Shit. You actually right, because when you think about it, everybody who comes out, there's only one American flag, and that's John Jones. 170. Who's 170 champ? That's Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, you're kind of right.
I can't believe you just said, who is the 170 champ? Oh, that's the best.
The timing couldn't be more intense. With the fight fast approaching, Chimaev now has to juggle heated drama outside the octagon while preparing to face one of his toughest challenges yet inside it. Dricus du Plessis is an unpredictable and relentless fighter, known for thriving in wild, high-pressure moments. And he only gets more dangerous as the fight progresses.
The Khamzat fight's what I want. I want to take his... it's not even a doubt in my mind. Khamzat is a strong guy, but I know for a fact that he's never felt power like this. In this case, he has a gun and I have a tank when it comes to the strength. There's not a middleweight that's going to overpower me. It's not going to happen. Once it goes past round 2, it's going to be smooth sailing.
De Renner has trained with both of them. He said there's going to be an early storm by Chimaev, but he believes Dricus can sustain the storm, and each passing minute favors Dricus. Now, what he's talking about is conditioning. You asked me about that fight 2 years ago, or a year ago, even 6 months ago. I would have quickly dismissed it and told you Chimaev. I would tell you Chimaev every single round, but I don't feel that way anymore. I feel and I'm seeing what other people are feeling and seeing. The greatness of Dricus, it is something that is now not only witnessed, but recognized.
Dana White confirms Khamzat Chimaev is next.
Dricus Khamzat is a pretty big fight that you guys could put on right now.
Yeah. I would give DDP the advantage over Khamzat right now.
Styles make fights and you've never seen Drakus fight, good wrestler, and Khamzat's one of the best.
Khamzat just shoots from like 15 feet away and gets a hold of your
But I
legs.
look at
And you got to think his endurance is probably going to be better at 85 than it was at 70 because of the cut.
Yeah.
For Khamzat, it's like 85 is really where he should have been all along.
But again, he gassed out against Usman. Usman went up to 85.
Usman's a world champion, you know. In the third round, Usman did what a world champion does. He rallied.
Khamzat and DDP for next fight. Who do you think's going to walk away as the champion here?
I can't see anyone really stopping Chimaev's takedowns. Like, his takedowns are so hard to stop. It's super high level. Can DDP drag it into those later rounds? Can it get through the first grappling exchanges and then start to capitalize on his just like persistence, like doggedness to go away? Honestly, if Chimaev can't get DDP out of there, DDP wins. DDP wins almost every fight. You can't get rid of him, right? Because he's like mold, dude.
The fan base is divided over how this clash might play out. Some see Chimaev's aggressive wrestling and constant pressure as overwhelming advantages, while others believe Duplessis' grit and unconventional style could throw Chimaev off his game and potentially lead to a surprise victory. Regardless of the outcome, this isn't just a regular matchup. It's a high-stakes showdown that could reshape the landscape of the middleweight division.
Get somebody like Ilya steps in that doesn't have that. He's got the old-fashioned past. Matter of fact, he started in Greco-Roman wrestling. It was the first thing that he ever did. But he's got this power for anything he touches to destroy. Okay, but now we've seen it all. Now we get it. Well, no, not so fast. Because we do have a question of just how good is Dricus du Plessis. We do have a question. And Dricus is at a very unique time. Now, I was the king of the middleweights. I'm going, but who wants to hear some guy talk about old story? But there wasn't a middleweight that could win a round from me. Not one round did I ever lose at middleweight. I had no equal. And I tell you that because I feel that I'm a very fair person that has earned the right. And generally speaking, a person will have a biasness to their era. And they'll think that it was the toughest era and these new kids and they got to come along. I can openly tell you, middleweight has never been harder than it is now. Like whoever is the best middleweight right now is the best middleweight of all time. That was a distinction that Anderson Silva, of course, had, that Israel Adesanya then took claim to. But you've now got Dricus at the same time that Adesanya is still active, head-to-head competition, and you go, okay, but was that because Dricus was that good? Or was Izzy's time just up? That's a real thing too, right? You got a window, nobody knows what it is. But Dricus steps out. And I mean, this is back when Dricus had fought on TV one time. No, I apologize. He had never fought on TV, at least not pay-per-view main card, right? And he speaks up, so he gets the fight with Darren Till. That gets put as the opening fight of the main card. Largely, squeaky wheel got the grease. Here you go. Be happy with it.
UFC came out, speaking of dingers, UFC came out with some freaking bombs.
Really?
They announced Ilia Topuria, Charles Oliveira, Khamzat, DDP in Chicago.
Khamzat, DDP.
Who you got in that? Let's start with that. Khamzat, DDP, who you got?
I
got a feeling DDP wins that.
I have Khamzat.
I don't.
Yeah.
If Khamzat can get done the first round and a half, maybe, I just think that thing goes past the third and DDP takes over. I think he TKOs him.
I think Khamzat is a better striker, and I think Khamzat's a better wrestler, and I think DDP is a killer. But I think it's Khamzat's time.
Could be totally off on Khamzat. He's a minus 200. Dude, take my fucking money.
Really? You got DDP?
Yes. Especially as a dog. I figured it'd be the favorite.
I have to say,
I figured DDP would be like a minus 150. Well, Khamzat, I look at the Gilbert Burns fight. You know, you look at the Kamaru Usman fight. You're like, okay.
Yeah, but he did out wrestle Kamaru a lot.
And it was a real battle. Those guys went back and forth, and it went to the third round. And I'm just sharing, like, Dricus did not come out of that ring that night. We're all going, oh my goodness, the best fighter in the world. But he said he was. He felt it after that fight. Darren Till's a hard night out for anybody. Maybe we got to relook at that match, don't we? At any rate, we'll make this mouthy guy. We'll make him go away. We'll put him in co-main event spot. We'll move him right up the card, and we'll put him opposite Robert Whittaker. Nobody's ever beaten Robert Whittaker that couldn't call themselves world champion. Very interesting stat. He's never lost to a guy that wasn't world champion. Now, there's one exception, which is Chimaev, but is coming up. All right, great. Just before you think you have to leave me a comment. Now, goes out there and he dominates him. All right. Well, Robert Whittaker had an off night. And we'll figure out what to do with this guy. He's not a star. He's not main event ready. He's not going for the world title. And then X and Y happen, and they turn to Z, which was Dricus, and they bring him in for the world title against Sean Strickland. And I'm just sharing a little bit of Dricus' past, but that's a very hard night out to get over on Sean, particularly at that time. Sean was firing on all cylinders. There was no excuse. Two guys fought, one guy was better at it. All right. And then Dricus draws into Izzy. And it was the kind of outcome that, for whatever reason as human beings, we don't praise the winner. We come away with more of a pulling down of the loser. Well, Izzy underperformed. Does Izzy still have it? Should Izzy retire, right? It's a very common thing, but it's a flawed mentality of the MMA fan and viewer.
Now, with the Adin Ross controversy dominating the headlines, all attention is on how Chimaev manages the pressure, both under the bright lights of the octagon and in the media storm outside of it.